Hello, and welcome to my episode 24 My Candy Love walkthrough. In this episode, you finally find out what Nathaniel did to get away from his abusive father. And you also visit a pet shop that's nearby. A lot of people have been wanting to have a Nathaniel walkthrough for this episode, so that's why I'm here. I am focusing on getting Nathaniel's illustration for this episode. But sadly, Lysander, my backup guy, is my highest level meter. Thanks a lot, episode 23. And go ahead and friend me if you'd like on my Candy Love. It's capital I instead of a lowercase l, just so you know. Because I found this episode to be so hilarious, you're gonna find me laughing from time to time, so I apologize for that. It's pretty easy to make me laugh, so I'll probably be laughing at the most stupidest things. So I apologize for that in advance. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to my outfit that I'll be wearing for most of the episode and my current level meters. For those of you who haven't seen my episode 23 video, I changed my clothes a lot, so you might have to get used to that. Anyway, this is the outfit I'll be wearing for now. Because of episode 23, my crush, Nathaniel, has an affinity of 85. That sucks. Castiel is at 90 and I intend to keep it that way. Lysander, my backup guy, is at 100. Alexie's at 42. Armin is at 100. And Kenton is also at 100. Now let's get to episode 24. Elvira, someone wants to talk to you. My heart is beating so loudly that I feel like it's going to explode. I think I know who she's talking about. I'll leave you two alone. Try not to rip each other apart this time. She left, a little smile on her face.
Rosa is quite confident. It's hard to say no to her.
I guess that she forced you to come see me?
Let's just say that she encouraged me quite a bit.
I don't want you to feel obligated to talk to me.
I would have come on my own eventually. I think that I owe you an apology.
I can't believe it. I thought that he would never forgive me.
What you did must not have been easy. You must have needed lots of courage and lots of friendship. And I refuse to admit it. I'm sorry.
I looked at him without saying a word.
Are you still mad? I understand if you don't want to forgive me right away for what I said to you. But please, promise me that you will think about it.
Idiot.
What?
I threw myself at him without thinking. Of course I forgive you.
Thanks. I think I would have a hard time accepting it if you turned your back on me after all this.
What an idea. But how are things for you now? Is your dad...
I don't live with my parents anymore. Castiel suggested I become legally independent. I hate having to say it, but his idea was a great one.
Of course! I should have thought of that.
At the same time, it's logical that this situation came from him, even if I still don't understand why he helped me.
I don't think he understands that either.
It's possible, yes.
In any case, what he did needed to be done. But how does being legally independent work?
My parents had to give their accord to a judge.
Don't tell me that they accepted just like that.
I didn't really leave them a choice. If they didn't give their accord, I had decided to tell social services everything. In the end, everyone got out unharmed.
Yeah, that's a good compromise, I guess.
That's the deal, yeah. They pay my apartment and costs. I also told my dad that he had better not express his anger on Amber. I couldn't tolerate that and would have to intervene for good.
Yeah, that's for sure. Without leading to violence, it could be a good thing if his parents were a bit more strict with her.
Well, I never thought it would get to this point, but I threatened my parents, and now I live alone.
Did you find an apartment in town?
Yes, it's modest but pretty nice.
Can I visit one day?
Oh, yeah, why not? One day.
After Nathaniel's return, things got back to normal. Well, except for a few details. Nathaniel changed a bit. He acts much more relaxed and open than before. He even changed his look. It's like he matured all at once. I feel like it's easier to talk to him now. The news about his independence spread very quickly through the school, but he took it pretty well.
Hey, Elvira.
He changed his style a while ago, but I'm still not used to it.
Is there a problem?
No, it's just that I don't know if I already said something, but I think that your new clothes suit you really well. You've found your style.
That's nice of you. I needed to mark the occasion. I feel different and I wanted people to notice.
Did Rosa help you by chance?
No, I chose it on my own.
Say, you look particularly happy today.
Yeah, you've got me there. Actually, I have a project.
The bell that announces the start of classes rang and interrupted our conversation.
I'll tell you later.
Oh no, I want to know.
After, and only if you are good.
I was speechless. If you are good? Nathaniel would never have said that before. I'll have to get used to this.
What are you doing, Elvira? Come on, you're going to be late.
Coming.
Calm down, please.
I sat down next to Iris.
Did you remember your homework? I almost forgot it when I was packing my bag this morning.
Huh? Homework?
Quiet, everyone. Before we start, I would like you all to turn in your homework.
What homework?
Your homework on industrialization, Mr. Armin.
Everyone started murmuring. I don't think I'm the only one to have just discovered the existence of this homework.
This is the first time I've seen this. 3/4 of the class haven't completed their homework.
Sir, if there's so many of us that haven't heard about this assignment, maybe the problem is coming from you, don't you think?
That's a first. Nathaniel just stood up to a teacher. Plus, he is one of the students that didn't do their work. Ooh, Nathaniel, a bad boy. I heard whispers behind me. It was Kim and Violet. They seemed just as surprised as I am.
That's enough. I've never been hard on you, but that's no reason to make fun of me. An answer like that, especially from you, Mr. Nathaniel, is quite shocking. Sir, please understand. Maybe you could give some more time to those who are late with the assignment. Well, fine. I will leave you until tomorrow, but that is the limit. 1 night? That's not enough, sir. Couldn't we have a week? Certainly not. And since you have taken that attitude with me, anyone who doesn't turn in their work by tomorrow will receive a detention.
Wow, I've never seen Mr. Ferez in such a state. I wrote the assignment in huge letters in my agenda. My evening isn't going to be very relaxing. I heard Kim whispering again.
Man, what has gotten into him?
Do you have something to say, Miss Kim?
No, sir. That morning I realized I was having a lot of trouble concentrating in class, even while making an effort. I really have to stop letting myself get distracted by what's happening outside of class. At the same time, I still really wanted to know what Nathaniel wanted to tell me earlier. Mr. Ferris seems preoccupied. He's murmuring something. I took one step to the side to avoid him, but he changed directions abruptly and ran into me.
Oh, sorry, Miss Iris.
I'm Elvira, sir.
I know, thank you. Excuse me, but I have a lot of things to do. Unlike some might think I work here, I don't fool around.
I never said the opposite. That's the first time that Mr. Ferris has gotten angry like that.
I think that he was thrown off by Nathaniel's comment.
Say girls, have you seen Nathaniel by chance? Nope, he's really changed too though. Did you see how he talked to the teacher?
I think that he stayed rather polite.
He seemed to be looking for a reaction. It was pretty funny in the end.
And thanks to Melody, those who didn't know about the assignment will have a chance to do it.
So, just like that, you don't do your homework?
How did you know that?
We were in the same class this morning. I don't know if you knew.
There were a lot of people who forgot to do their homework. You had to be quite the observer to notice that one person in particular didn't do the assignment.
Someone has to keep an eye on you. You are always messing things up when you are left alone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play the idiot. With your acting skills, we might actually believe that you are one.
You were always so friendly.
Chill out, I'm joking.
On another note, I talked to Nathaniel this morning. I think that his emancipation really freed him.
What makes you think I care?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that you organized it?
That's none of my business anymore. Obviously the problem is resolved, so leave me alone about it.
I thought that things would get better between Nathaniel and Castiel, but I guess it's more complicated than I thought.
For once, I thought to do my homework.
For once, I forgot to do my homework.
What's reassuring is that you aren't the only one.
I thought of that.
I can imagine that Nathaniel has nothing to do with it.
Well, that might have something to do with it, yeah. Mr. Farah surely talked about the homework assignment when Nathaniel was having his problems.
You must be feeling better now.
Yes, much better. It's nice to see him happy like this.
You seem to be closer than ever, the two of you.
It's hard not to be closer to him after everything that's happened.
I can't blame you.
You seem annoyed.
It's nothing. I have to go.
Get out of here. I need to be in a calm place to do my homework for Mr. Farah's.
Take advantage of the time you have left.
Excuse me?
Do you think that I don't see you talking with my brother? After everything you've done, you still dare talk to him?
I understand that you are still mad, but...
And if that wasn't enough, you still continue to follow Castiel around. I saw you.
I really tried to respect my promise, but I can't keep him from talking to me forever.
Shut up! Everything was so much better before you came to this school. I left you alone for a while, but if I were you, I'd watch my back.
My guilt had subsided, but now I don't even feel like I have the right to stand up to her. I don't see how she can't hate me after everything that's happened. She must have suffered a lot with Nathaniel's departure and what she learned about her dad. Even Amber doesn't deserve that.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
So why do you look like you're walking out of a funeral?
It's Amber. I didn't think it was possible, but it seems as though she hates me 100 times more now.
I thought it was strange that she hadn't put on a show for you yet. That girl, someone's gonna have to open her eyes.
At the same time, her anger is pretty understandable.
Ouch! I warned you before that as soon as you started feeling guilty, I'd pinch you.
I think I know what you're going to ask me.
Am I that predictable?
I'm getting to know you better every day.
Well, what is the project that you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, now that I live alone, I can do things that my parents would never have tolerated.
Meaning?
Actually, my project has to do with the fact that I live alone now. I like being independent, but I would still like to have some company. Can you guess what I'm getting at?
For a long time, I have been dying to try option A, so that's what I did. Are you going to get a girlfriend?
No, you aren't even close. To me, though, it's so worth it. Actually, I'm thinking about adopting a kitten.
That's great. I've always loved animals, but my parents, not so much, so...
If you want, we could go to the pet shop together tomorrow after school. For now, I just want to ask about nutrition, care, and all that stuff. One shouldn't just adopt an animal on the spur-of-the-moment decision.
I see that your responsible side is still there.
People don't change. So, do you want to come with me?
I would like that, yeah. It'll be fun.
Great! I'm happy we can spend time together. You aren't mad at me anymore?
Let's not talk about it. That episode is behind us now.
That's nice to hear. See you soon then.
I've never worked on a more annoying homework assignment. Yeah, this subject isn't very exciting.
I think it's interesting.
You're just saying that to disagree. Yeah, it's like you give yourself points for doing the opposite of what people expect of you.
What do you mean? Do you have other examples?
Like, you wear military pants. Those are the type of pants that no one expects to see, at least nowadays.
Will you stop bothering me about that already?
I don't think I want to get involved here. The three of them seem to be having fun.
Elvira.
Yeah?
Great, I was waiting for you.
Me?
Yes, you. It's time to go, right?
Huh? Go where?
We have to leave right away or we might be late.
Kenton took me by the arm and led me into the hallway. Kenton, can you tell me what's going on?
They've been bugging me for 3 hours. I guess it's become their favorite pastime. I was just trying to lose them. Hey, you two. Too late.
Don't think we're just gonna let you get away like lovebirds.
Who is in love?
No one! Stop getting me involved in your stories, boys. I'm leaving.
You're not going anywhere. I agree with Kennykins. The crazier we are, the more we laugh. Don't call me that.
He prefers Ken.
Really?
No!
Spending some time with the boys did me some good, actually. It's been a long time since I've laughed like that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go home to work on the stupid homework assignment. Okay, so for some reason it didn't show up for me, but before the boys, you're supposed to run into Iris and Melody. And Melody, you see that she's still mad at you because you're glued to Nathaniel and whatever. So I'm just letting you know that that's what you're supposed to do, but for some reason it didn't show up for me. I really don't want to do this assignment. Maybe I could play my game a bit before. Just 15 minutes?
Ah, here you are.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Say, it's been a while since you've told your mother and I about your schoolwork. I remember how before you often told us about what you did in class.
Oh, well, actually, I was just going to start my history homework.
Really? You know that history was always one of my favorite subjects. Maybe I could help you.
Yeah, why not? I explained the subject of the assignment to my dad and specified that I only had tonight to do it. I voluntarily didn't mention it was my fault that I didn't have more time. It's no use to make him think that I'm less involved in my work, even if that's the case. It was late when we finished. Thanks, Dad. I didn't know you knew that much about the subject.
Well, the subject is quite interesting, don't you agree?
I have to admit that I'm not very passionate about industrialization.
It's a complicated time period, but I feel like you understood quite a bit tonight.
True, but it's really thanks to you.
I'm glad I could help. Don't hesitate to ask me when you have trouble in class. You are quite capable. It would be a shame not to take advantage of that.
Okay, be reassured. I'll remember that. It was pretty lucky that my dad wanted to get involved. I'm pretty sure I'll get a good grade. I returned to school quite confident the next day. I'll leave my assignment in my locker. I have Mr. Ferris's class this afternoon. If you've watched my last walkthrough, then you'll know that my phone is really retarded and it sometimes won't save things, or just so touchy that I'll touch it even the slightest bit and it'll go to the next slide and I'm like, no! So I had to take it from another video. I opened my locker and put my homework inside.
Ouch, ouch, my ankle.
Someone needs help. It's coming from the staircase.
Oh, it hurts.
Why are you yelling like that?
I think I broke my ankle when I tripped on the stairs.
Don't exaggerate, it's probably just sprained.
But I'm telling you, it hurts.
Okay, well come on, I'll help you walk. Lee held on to me as if her life depended on it. Gentle, you're going to rip my clothes. What is going on here? I think that Lee twisted her ankle.
No, it's broken.
If you say so. I rolled my eyes. Let her go. I'll take her to the nurse. You don't have to talk to me like that. I'll have you know that I'm just trying to help.
Whatever. You spent all your time disagreeing with me.
Yeah, right. Well, then take care of this by yourselves.
Get out of the way!
They're getting harder and harder to deal with. I should just go to the courtyard and find the others. Bang! Hey! Watch where you're going. Oh, sorry. She just walked into me, but I had a hard time saying anything else. Poor girl. The new school paper didn't come out today. Oh, yeah?
I think that Peggy had a hard time getting over her punishment. I can understand her. I've never had a detention, but it must be horrible.
At the same time, she went looking for trouble, don't you think?
I heard she was hiding behind the couch in the teacher's lounge. It must have been funny when the principal found her. I have to admit that it was a little funny, but Capucine's smile almost makes me want to defend Peggy.
I'm sure she'll feel better soon. Peggy isn't the type to stay down.
By the way, has anyone seen her recently? I caught a glimpse of her. I think she's trying to be discreet. The rest of the morning was fairly calm. I just noticed that Amber was looking at me strangely. I should be on the lookout. It's time for Mr. Ferez's class. I have to go get my homework from my locker. I searched my locker frantically. That's weird. I don't see it, but I wasn't dreaming. I put my homework here.
Elvira, what are you doing? Everyone's in class and Ferez is collecting our homework.
I don't understand. I can't find my homework. I'm sure I put it in my locker this morning.
I don't know. Check in your bag. But come on, the teacher wasn't kidding when he talked about detention.
I don't have a choice. I have to go to class without my homework now. I got to class after Kim. The others were turning in their homework. I sat next to Iris and I emptied the contents of my bag on the desk. Maybe my homework managed to slip between two notebooks? Mr. Ferez came to me.
Your homework, please, Miss Elvira.
I can't find it, sir. I thought I heard a muffled laugh somewhere in the room, but I was so mortified that I couldn't be sure. Mr. Ferez sighed with disappointment. He doesn't seem as irritated as he was yesterday. Maybe I won't get in trouble.
Everyone who had a second chance did the work, except you. I'm sorry, but I have to give you a detention. I warned you.
But sir, I did the work, I swear. It's just that...
I don't want to hear your excuses. Come see me after class so I can tell you what you will have to do for your detention.
I didn't have the choice but to be quiet. It's so unfair. I wonder where that stupid assignment went. At the end of class, a few students came to encourage me.
Don't worry, girl. It's just Ferez. He won't torture you. Good luck.
Thanks, Kim.
It will be alright. Try to think of something reassuring. I always do that when I'm stressed.
It's not that bad. Don't worry, Violet. Try to explain that you lost your work. Maybe he will understand. Yeah, that's what I will do.
Mr. Ferez exaggerated a bit this time. We can try and talk to him if you want.
Thanks, but that's not necessary. I'll handle it. I walked towards Mr. Ferez.
Ah, yes. For your detention, I would like you to go clean the science room. The students left it a mess. Once you are done, you can leave.
Yes, okay. But, sir, for the homework, I promise you that I did it. It's just that I don't know where I put it.
That's too bad, but I have to make an example of you. I can't let others think that they can get away with doing nothing in my class.
I understand.
You should hurry if you don't want to leave late.
Yes, I'm going.
I told you to watch your back. You got played, as usual. What are you talking? Hey, but that's my homework in your hands.
That's possible. You managed to open my locker?
You forgot to close it when Lee played her little role earlier.
I should have known.
You didn't even notice that your locker was open when you came back.
I was so rushed at the moment that I didn't notice. Okay, give me my homework now. I can still give it to Mr. Ferez.
Are you sure? In this condition?
It's in very good condition. Before I could even move, Amber ripped my paper in two.
Take a closer look. You are crazy!
She just looked at me and smiled before making confetti out of what was left of my homework.
Here, you can turn it in if you want, but I don't think Ferez will give you a good grade. You are the worst of... What I did is nothing compared to the pain you caused me. You should feel lucky that I didn't go any further.
She left before I could find the force to respond. Now I just have to clean up this mess in the science room. Oh, Nathaniel, what are you doing here?
I don't know if you remember, but we had a date after class. Oh my gosh, I'm so fangirling, because I mean, look at this. He specifically says it's a date. Oh my gosh, okay, let's continue.
Date?
To go to the pet shop.
Oh no, I messed everything up with this stupid detention.
I might have paperwork to finish in the student council room. I can come get you after if you want.
Oh, okay. That's nice of you.
See you later. Good luck.
There is so much to clean. I should get started. Behold the messy science room, even though there's like 5 things to pick up. Okay, I circled everything that you need to pick up, but it was so difficult to do it in the mobile app. I had to click like 50 times just to pick up that last little item underneath the desk. I put everything in the trash can on my way out of the room.
Are you finished?
Yes, I'm done.
Great, now we can go.
Yes, but I don't know where the pet shop is. If you have a boy that has a higher affinity than Nathaniel, then they'll show up saying that they waited for you to walk you home, and then they get into a bit of an argument with Nathaniel. But that isn't the case with me, and you can't go with them either way. You can only go with Nathaniel, so yeah.
We can go through the park.
Okay, let's go then. Nathaniel and I left the school. I can't wait to see the pet shop.
I'm happy I'm not alone. It's really nice to do stuff like this with someone.
Yeah, I agree.
Nath?
Amber, what are you still doing here?
Oh no, not her.
I waited for you. I wanted us to go home together.
Oh, this isn't a good time. I was going to go to the pet shop with Elvira.
The pet shop?
I want to adopt a kitten, but I'm just going to get some information. I need to weigh the pros and cons before I make a decision.
Oh, please let me come with you. We never see each other anymore, and I want to see the kittens too.
Well, I don't know.
Nathaniel looked at me. He knows that it's not a good idea to get Amber and I together. Okay, so here there's actually a chance you can go without Amber. Just follow what I do and you should be fine.
Elvira, does it bother you if Amber comes with us?
Out of the question. I have to convince Nathaniel.
Elvira?
Yeah, it's a problem for me. It's her fault that I had a detention.
Don't listen to her, Nathaniel. She'll do anything to keep me from spending time with you.
Amber, what did you do now?
She stole my homework and ripped it up, so I'm sorry, but I can't spend time with her.
I understand. Listen, Amber, we can see each other later, and we'll talk about all this.
But Nath, you can't abandon me like that to stay with her. I'm your sister.
Maybe, but today you made trouble again. You'll have to learn to grow up.
But she is lying.
Something is telling me that she isn't lying. I saw her panic when Mr. Ferris asked her to turn in her work. We have to go before the store closes.
Amber walked away, really bothered. From what Nathaniel said, we have to go through the park to get to the pet shop.
We're almost there.
We took a left when leaving the park and walked about 15 minutes before we arrived at the pet shop.
We're here.
I have to find a salesperson to ask them some questions.
What if we went to see the kittens first?
You were trying to make me crack.
Oh no, it's because I like animals.
Okay, I'll follow you.
There are the kittens next to the puppies.
It's hard not to crack when you see such cuties.
They are so cute. It wouldn't take much to make me adopt one too.
Don't go overboard. I'm sticking to my plan. I have to think before I decide.
Are you scared the little kittens will win the battle?
Yes, you aren't far from the truth. Let's go find a salesperson now before these little guys completely hypnotize me.
Hello, do you know how our store works?
No.
The Green Pet Store pays attention to the well-being of our animals. We work with the local animal shelters. Also, all the animals that are here have been rescued. By adopting from our store, you are also doing a good deed. Oh, that's great!
Yes, that's perfect. I would like to adopt a kitten from you soon. I want to be sure that I'll take care of it as needed. If you could give me some advice.
Naturally. Everything depends on what you're looking for. Do you want an affectionate or independent pet? Are you available to take care of its fur, or would you prefer a short-haired cat?
I hadn't thought about that.
They talked for a while. The salesperson seemed very reassuring, and at the end of the conversation, Nathaniel seemed quite determined. And you, miss? Do you have any questions? Actually, I'm just here for my friend. Great. So should we move on to the next step? Would you like to see the kittens?
Actually, I've already seen them. Thank you for the information. I'm going to think about everything. Then I should be back soon.
Come back when you want. See you soon. See you soon.
Goodbye. Have a nice evening.
We left the pet shop. Visibly, Nathaniel still wasn't sure. Before we said goodbye, I made him promise to keep me informed. I wonder when Nathaniel will decide. I can't wait to see what his kitten will look like.
My outing yesterday was nice. I wonder what the others did during their free time.
Okay, so now you're supposed to talk to all the boys before you run into Nathaniel. You talk to each one about the pet shop, and you have to accept to go to the pet shop with one of them. Then when you accept, you can choose to leave them for Nathaniel or go with them to the pet shop. But since I'm going with Nathaniel, I'm gonna have to pick someone to ditch, so I decided to pick Castiel because I really don't care if his affinity drops or not.
You must be angry.
Angry? No, why?
For your detention.
Oh, well, it was annoying, but I forgot about it quickly enough.
You don't let yourself get put down, that's cool.
Actually, I went into town afterwards, so I didn't really have time to think about it.
Oh yeah? What did you do?
Nathaniel is probably going to adopt a little kitten. He had some questions for the salesperson, so I went with him to the pet shop.
Gosh, that guy's really taking advantage of the situation.
What?
Under the pretext of making up with you, he totally consumes you. Plus, he suggests weird outings.
Kenton?
You don't realize it, that's all.
Or you're just imagining things.
And is it a good pet shop at least?
Because there are pet shops that aren't good?
Forget it, I was just asking like that.
Oh, hey!
Not too tired after your detention?
That's not funny. Amber stole my homework.
She's taking quite a bit of time to grow up, that girl.
Yeah, good thing I was able to take my mind off things afterwards.
Go on.
I went to the pet shop with Nathaniel.
You went out together? That's a funny reaction.
Well, when you put it like that, it's not exactly what happened.
What were you doing in the pet shop?
Oh, well, what one usually does in a pet shop: watch movies, do our nails, and we slept over.
You've become almost funny. Thanks for the image of Nathaniel doing his nails.
In reality, Nathaniel wanted to look at the kittens. He's thinking of adopting one.
Did he take the creature in the end?
Not yet. He says he has to think about it.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I actually have to go to the pet shop soon too. Demon completely ruined his leash and I have to go get a more solid one.
Oh no, he's pretty strong though.
You can't even imagine. Seeing as you know where it is, do you want to come with me?
Oh, sure, why not? I wasn't expecting Castiel to ask me that. Okay, so while I was in this part of the video, I was under the wrong impression the entire time. I thought you could lie to the guys after you ditched them for Nathaniel. But I later found out that that wasn't the case. Just continue watching the video and you'll see what I mean in a minute.
Maybe we could go this weekend, if that's alright with you.
Okay, if you want. Hey, Lysander.
How are you?
Good. I had quite a unique outing yesterday.
Oh yeah?
I went to the pet shop with Nathaniel. We saw kittens.
You've been spending quite a bit of time with Nathaniel lately.
Let's just say that we are reconciling after everything that happened.
I'd say that you're becoming closer than before.
I don't know. Is that a problem?
No, of course not. And why did you need to go to the pet shop?
We went for Nathaniel. Now that he lives alone, he wants to get a cat, but he hasn't completely changed. He still needs to think about it before he makes a decision.
He is right. It's a real responsibility. I don't think I would be capable of taking care of an animal.
I'm sure you could. You underestimate yourself.
You are adorable. Well, I mean, it's nice of you to say that.
But I really believe it.
I don't think you are right, though.
I do.
In your face, you little... Uh-oh. Oh, Elvira. Sorry, I was just... Oh no! He turned off his game, quite annoyed. It wasn't a good idea to choose Jigglypuff.
Oh, are you playing Super Smash Bros?
Yeah, I wanted to launch an attack and that idiot falls asleep. I'm so angry.
That can't help.
Definitely not. Do you have trouble with this stupid Pokemon too?
No, I don't have the game, but I saw it was out.
Ugh, this is really getting under my skin.
You have to do something to get my mind off this.
I don't know. Do you want me to tell you what I did yesterday after school?
Tell me more.
Nathaniel was thinking about adopting a kitten, so we went to the pet shop for some information.
I don't understand. Why did he need you to come?
With everything that's going on, we were kind of fighting. It was a way to make up, step by step.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
Alright, I've made my decision.
Oh?
I'm going to go back to the pet shop, and this time I won't leave without a kitten.
Great!
I was going to go this weekend. Of course, you were invited to come. I can't let you miss it.
Shoot, I made plans for this weekend. Plus, if Nathaniel is there at the same time as us, the situation might get a little complicated.
Elvira?
I'd better cancel the plans I made earlier. I would prefer to go back to the pet shop with Nathaniel. Alright, I'll come with you.
It's my pleasure. I'll come get you at your house if you want.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm both stressed and euphoric at the same time.
Don't worry, I'm sure you are making the right decision.
I'm telling you, I dress him all the time.
It still must be fun. The only person I can dress is Lee, but it's his job, so his tastes are impeccable.
I see that you two have lots to talk about.
It's always nice to talk about clothes with someone who knows about them.
By the way, we should organize a shopping trip, just us three.
I'm not as experienced as you two. You should go together.
We won't let you get out of this that easily.
I agree. What if we went this weekend to the mall?
I can't this weekend. I already have plans.
What do you mean you're busy?
It's nothing important.
You are trying to hide something.
If I tell you, I feel like you are going to misinterpret it.
You've already said too much.
Now you have to tell us.
I have to go somewhere with Nathaniel.
What are you gonna do?
We're just going to the pet shop.
No guy has ever asked me to go there.
That's a weird place to go for a date.
It's not a date, it's just an outing.
It's still a bit ambiguous.
I don't see what's so romantic about a pet shop.
I don't know. It's still cute. The kittens, the puppies, the bunnies, the axolotls.
What's that?
Cute little amphibians.
You're kidding, right? They are horrible.
Look, that's just to say that I surely won't have the time to go shopping with you.
Don't tell me that going to the pet shop is going to take you all weekend.
No, but
You definitely have time to do both. That way you'll have a nice outfit for your date.
I'm going to a pet shop. I don't need an evening gown.
No one said anything about an evening gown. Looking nice for your first date is much more subtle than that.
I rolled my eyes, but deep down I had to admit that I liked the possibility of spending time with Rosa and Alexei. Okay, but we will have to make a plan so that everything isn't at the same time.
No problem.
You won't regret coming with us. You're going to have an amazing style.
Amber and her friends opened the door. They looked at us while giggling, then left.
What does she want now?
I don't think I'm finished with having her on my back, even though she already went pretty far yesterday.
What do you mean?
Well, she managed to steal my homework. It was her fault that I got a detention. She waited for me after class and ripped up the paper in front of me.
She needs to chill out. That's going too far.
You shouldn't let her get away with that.
Amber has suffered a lot recently. I don't want to make it worse for her.
Well, she seems to be doing better now.
I still prefer to see her like that.
No, I swear.
They looked at me in silence for a few seconds.
We have to go. Come on, Alexei, we have something to do.
Yeah, coming. See you later, Elvira.
Okay. They must be up to something. I'll wait to see if they decide to tell me more.
I hear they are quite firm. That's not a bad thing. Being firm isn't everything. You also have to be pedagogical.
Perhaps, but you cannot be a good pedagogue without a certain amount of authority. You should remember that.
I don't know what they are talking about, but what is sure is that the principal doesn't seem very satisfied with Mr. Ferez's work. I should go to class before I'm mistaken for a mini Peggy. During the next few hours, I noticed that Rosa and Alexei seemed very busy. They seemed to be passing their time writing something that had nothing to do with class. When I asked them what they were up to, they answered that they were making a shopping list for this weekend. I wasn't very convinced. Oh man, the part that I didn't expect. This caught me totally off guard. I really wasn't expecting it. There's Castiel. I should cancel our meeting right now, or else I might not have the courage.
Still around?
I have to tell you something.
What is that face? You look like you're scared I'm going to eat you or something.
Castiel, I'm not going to the pet shop with you anymore.
Oh, well, no big deal. Did you already have plans?
Well,
Oh, Elvira,
Nath,
is 3 p.m. on Saturday a good time for you?
yes, that's fine.
Wait, that's why you're standing me up?
Well, let's just say...
Psh, that will teach me not to make stupid propositions to creeps. Don't talk to her like that. What does this parrot want? He thinks he's Superman? That's so weird. You always act like a child. Are you calling me a child? If I were you, I wouldn't go down that road.
Stop! I put myself between them.
I pity you both.
He left without saying another word.
He isn't ready to change, I think.
And I thought he was more mature.
Kenton and Amber are talking. That's weird.
I knew it was you. Now that you've realized your mistake, maybe we could try something, you and I. Huh?
But what are you talking about?
Don't pretend to be innocent. You know I'm ready to forgive you for having broken my phone. You don't have to hate yourself for that. It's that idiot Elvira who paid for it anyway.
So, besides being completely crazy, you continue to use people.
I don't understand. How could you have written me that letter and then talk to me like that?
What letter?
The letter! This letter! Amber held a piece of paper in front of his face.
Kenton looked at it for a moment, before bursting into laughter.
I don't know who wrote that, but either they're joking with you or they like to set themselves up for hurt.
But it talks about the way I kiss, and you...
Whoa, believe me, I don't have anything to do with that. Thank goodness.
Amber left abruptly, red with embarrassment. Kenton left in the opposite direction, still laughing.
Did you see Elvira?
Our plan worked perfectly.
I don't think I have all the information to understand what happened there.
Wait, we'll tell you.
Alexei and I were quite outraged to hear what Amber did to you.
And we knew that you didn't want to get back at her on your own.
Because you still felt bad that Nathaniel left.
Actually, I hadn't thought about it.
So, we made a Machiavellian plan.
We decided to write a fake, anonymous love letter to Amber.
And who knows why, but that dummy thought of Kenton right away.
Maybe she likes him secretly.
Actually, no. Amber is very interested in Castiel and has been for a long time. However, she has already kissed Kenton. That's probably why she thought it was him.
Kenton and Amber?
Yeah, well, it's complicated. Kenton wanted to get back at her for what she made him go through before he went to military school.
I don't see how kissing someone is getting back at them, except if you happen to be a really horrible kisser.
Well, at first, Amber didn't recognize him, then Kenton rejected her. Yeah, I know, it's a strange way to get back at someone.
Yeah, it's not too clear. I'm still disappointed in Kennykins.
Sometimes it's difficult to understand other people's crushes.
But he's never had a crush on Amber.
Who knows?
I can't believe that. I have to talk to him.
I'm lucky to have friends that care so much about me, but I think that Rosa and Alexei's vengeance is a bit ridiculous. It's time to go home. I have a busy weekend ahead of me. I can't wait.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Dad.
Say, you never told me about that homework assignment we worked on. Did you get a good grade?
Oh no, I should have expected this. I don't feel brave enough to tell my dad what happened. I don't want him getting involved.
Elvira?
Actually, our teacher didn't give it back to us.
Oh yes, it is a bit early. Will you keep me posted?
Yeah. I hope that he forgets about that stupid homework, but I shouldn't be too hopeful. During the rest of the week, I couldn't stop thinking about the weekend I had planned. The wait seemed so long. Finally, classes are over. Time for the mall and the pet shop. Alexi and Rosalia are here, waiting for me. I bought a bus ticket for $10.
Hey, you two. Hi.
Ready for the shopping trip of your life?
Let's say yes.
Great, let's go.
The trip wasn't very long. The last time I was here, I ran into Dake and Lucy. Maybe we will run into other people we know.
So, what should we start with?
I would like to buy some new jewelry, but I don't know this mall very well. Do you know where I could go?
We could go to Clara's.
Okay, I'll follow you. Are you sure we're in the right place?
Yes, why?
This isn't what I would call jewelry.
Too cheap for you, Rosa.
A bit, yes.
We could always go to the other stores and see if we don't find anything else.
I think that would be for the best.
I have to go to Julian's. I haven't been there in forever.
What does forever mean for you?
At least 3 weeks.
We could go now. I think I'm going to give up on the jewelry. I didn't see anything.
Okay, let's go to Julian's then. We stayed a good half an hour at Julian's, the time for Alexi to try on all the clothes he saw, so basically half the store.
You chose some nice things, Alexi, even if it's not really my favorite style for a guy.
Not everyone can look great in Victorian clothing.
It's pretty rare.
Elvira, I'm sure it would look great on you.
I don't know.
By the way, you've managed to get out of it until now, but now it's time to purchase an outfit for your date.
I really don't have to.
It's really frustrating to go shopping with you.
If you want, Rosa and I can look for something for you.
Ooh, good idea. We can each choose an outfit for you, then you can pick your favorite one.
Their method is strange, but they seem as happy as if someone had given them an unlimited credit card to use in all the stores. If that will make you happy.
Yes!
We agreed on a budget. I didn't want to go broke for a date that isn't really a date.
We can meet in about half an hour if that's okay with you. It's better if it's a surprise.
Okay, but where should we meet? They left before I could finish my question. There are 2 girls over there. No way! I think it's Melody and Capucine. I didn't think they were close enough to go out together.
Well, well, well. What are you doing here all alone?
I'm not alone. I'm waiting for Rosalia and Alexi.
It's pretty sad to have to invent friends.
Believe what you wish, I don't care. Man, Melody really can't stand me. She never says anything, but always has that look on her face when she sees me now. Melody, don't you think it's time that you and I had a little chat?
I don't want to talk to you.
You heard her. She doesn't want to talk to you. I understood the first time, thanks. You should stay out of it, Capucine. This doesn't concern you.
Don't give me orders. I'll do as I please.
Melody, we used to get along. Why are you angry with me now, all of a sudden?
You know very well. You spend all your time glued to Nathaniel.
You should know that I more or less helped him recently.
I learned that, yeah.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. What would you have done? If I had left him in that situation, I wouldn't have been able to look at myself.
That's true, but
Nathaniel was really angry with me. It wasn't easy. And he finally forgave me. I'm not going to push him away to make you happy. Can't you and I be close?
Yes, that's true. It's just hard for me to accept. You can't let her do that, Mello.
For the love of... Shut up, Capucine!
I know I was unjust with you, but you have to understand, I really like Nathaniel. It's hard for me to accept that he likes someone else.
I understand, but it's best to talk about all this calmly instead of keeping everything a secret, don't you think? Melody sighed and Capucine rolled her eyes.
You are right, Elvira. I went too far. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. I didn't like at all the idea that we were fighting, you know.
Same for me. Well, can we go now? I have things to buy. See you at school, Elvira. Happy shopping.
Thanks. See you later. One good deed done. I hope that Melody will stop being angry with me for good. After that tense conversation, I won't be unhappy to find Rosa and Alexi. Elvira! Oh, here you are.
We chose 2 different outfits for you.
Choose the one you like the most, and we'll return the other one to the store.
Okay. Alexei suggested a green dress and Rosa a red top. The green dress is for Kenton, the red top is for Nathaniel. Ta-da! I'm going to take yours, Rosa. Sorry, Alexei, but it's really my favorite.
Oh well, I'll try to do better next time.
I don't know if there will be a next time.
In any case, it's not often that I say this, but nice choice.
Thanks, but you aren't very objective.
Not at all.
Alexei brought his choice back to the store and I paid Rosa. We visited a couple more shops before going home. I just finished getting ready when the doorbell rang. It's for me, I'll get it. I have to hurry. I don't want my mom or dad to answer the door. I left in a hurry and yelled goodbye as I went out.
You seem to be in a hurry.
No, I mean...
Elvira, you could have invited your friend in. Mom, Dad, why did you come outside?
This young man was nice enough to come get you. The least we could do was come say hi. My dad didn't say anything, but he doesn't look too happy.
It's nice to see you again. I'm Nathaniel. We saw each other at the school's open house.
Same here.
And just where are you going? I decided to adopt a kitten, and I asked Elvira to come with me to the pet shop. It's always nicer to go with a friend. A friend? Really?
Dad!
Well, we won't bother you any longer. Go have fun.
But don't come home too late.
Yes, Dad. I think I'm gonna die of embarrassment.
Your dad doesn't seem to trust me.
I don't think he accepts seeing me spend time with a boy, rather.
That's normal, I think. Ready? Let's go.
We walked through the park. It's not much further.
We're back.
Come on, let's go find the salesperson.
I don't really like rodents.
I don't either.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
They are too small, and for affection, there is better.
I understand your point of view. Personally, I just don't like the idea of keeping an animal in a cage, so...
But with those little creatures, there isn't really a choice. If they are left free, you'll have to watch them all the time.
That's part of the reason why I like cats. They are more independent.
Well, well, I recognize these 2 faces. Have you decided about the kitten?
Yes, I'm sure now.
Marvelous. Let's go see them up close. We followed the salesperson to the kitten aisle. Here they are. I'll let you play with them a little so you can familiarize yourself with their behavior.
Yeah, okay.
He seems hesitant, almost timid. Don't be scared. They won't eat you.
I know.
The salesperson let us get to know the kittens. Some of the kittens were very playful while others preferred to sleep. Others still were so gentle and were asking to be pet. So, which will you take?
I have an idea, but I still need to think a bit.
So Nathaniel is definitely the king of thought. I'll let you think alone. I'm gonna take a walk around, okay?
Okay, I'll try to decide quickly.
I looked around the accessories aisle a bit. While I'm here, maybe I could buy something for Nathaniel's future kitten. Let's go see what they have. What if I bought him a collar for his little kitten? Pay $25. I'm going to go see if Nathaniel has made a choice. Alright, so here is where Auntie gives you either a robotic dog or a robotic cat. Lucky for me, she gave me the cat, which is what I wanted. Ta-da! Again! Here's the cat! Ha-ha! Nath, I froze when I saw Nathaniel, all smiles, a cat in his hands. Did you make a choice?
It's a little Berman. I feel like we are attached, her and I.
I got closer to pet the kitten. After all the tension there was between Nathaniel and I would never have guessed I'd be able to spend a moment like this with him. I'm so happy to be here for this. I gave the cat collar to Nathaniel. I think he liked it. It's a very gentle cat. If you need affection, you'll definitely get your fill. However, don't neglect it. They need a lot of attention in return.
No problem. I'll be there to take care of it.
It's hard to neglect such a cute little face. I know I probably sound like a completely lame little girl, but I can't help myself in front of such a cute little kitten. Please follow me to the register. I'll give you some advice for the food and toys. The salesperson talked to Nathaniel about the food and litter to use. Then he went to pay.
Well, now that everything is in order, it's time for me to take this little girl to discover her new home.
You will have to find a name for her.
I have quite a few ideas, but it's gonna be hard to make a choice.
Nathaniel doesn't take much lightly. We left the pet shop. I said goodbye to Nathaniel and I went home. That was fun. Seeing all those animals, it really warms the heart.
So, how was your outing?
You're getting home a little late, in my opinion.
But I'm 10 minutes in advance than what we decided. Leave her alone a bit. She's allowed to have fun. I told my parents about my outing. When I got back to school, I was sure I wasn't finished talking about the pet shop. No one is here. Boo! Ah! My heart almost jumped from my chest! Man, what is wrong with you? Are you trying to kill me?
No, I'm training.
You're training?
To scare Armin and Alexei. They'll see that I can bother them too if I want.
They have the advantage of being two. It will surely be harder than with me.
Say, you think like a real soldier.
Ah, here's Melody.
Oh, hi, Elvira. How are you?
Good, and you?
Couldn't be better.
It's been a while since I've seen her so happy.
I'm really happy that we saw each other at the mall, you know. It was good to get things out in the open. Maybe we should have another get-together between girls? Like for my birthday. That was fun.
Yes, why not? We can see about that.
I'll let you know.
Castiel is reading something. Okay, so here are Castiel's typical reactions to these selections. But if you did what I did, which was ditch him for Nathaniel for the date, then he's going to have different reactions. Like, for example, I clicked on the positive response, but it ended up being neutral because he's still very, very angry with you. So yeah, just be careful with which one you pick. What are you doing?
What do you care?
I'm just asking.
Go have fun with Nathaniel. He stands you more than me, apparently.
You're still mad at me from what I can tell.
Not at all. I don't care one bit.
Well, if he takes it like that...
Where could I have put that?
Did you lose something again?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just something for the group. It'll come back to me.
I didn't come at a good time then?
Sometimes I feel like you understand me more and more.
Let's just say that I've learned how to get to know you better. Hey, Armin.
Hey.
Did you know that your brother took me shopping this past weekend?
I heard about it, yes. I bet he made you spend all your money.
Not that much, but I still bought an outfit. Him and Rosa, they really turn up the pressure.
I bet. What an idea to go shopping with those two.
I didn't really have a say in it, but it was fun.
If you want, I can teach you to resist the enemy.
That's nice of you, but I think I'll be okay.
And here's our little secretive girl.
Huh?
You are hard on us. You could have given us an update.
But an update about your date.
You are unbearable, both of you. There wasn't anything romantic about the outing.
Yeah. Anyway, how was it?
It was nice. Nathaniel adopted a kitten.
And?
What and?
You aren't going to tell me that the cute atmosphere didn't bring you closer.
It was an outing between friends, nothing else.
We might be unbearable, but you are severely stubborn. Or you are blind.
Blind? Why? The noise of footsteps interrupted us. It's Capucine leaving. I wonder how long she was there.
We should move. It's hard to talk alone in this school.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Peggy. She is talking with Capucine. I wonder what they are talking about. I got close to them discreetly.
Are you telling me that you aren't going to publish my scoop?
It's not really a scoop. It's just a high school love story. No one cares about that.
I think it could interest quite a few people.
You aren't the writer, so leave me alone, now.
But I would think that you would like to bother Elvira a bit. I thought that she wasn't very nice to you recently.
I must be dreaming. Capucine must have repeated the conversation I had with Rosa and Alexei. You don't have any concrete evidence, and I've already been had with Deborah. I don't want to dive back into unfounded rumors. Now please excuse me, I have to go to class. Capucine stamped her foot, then walked away in the opposite direction. Peggy sighed. Without thinking, I walked towards her. That's nice of you to do that. Huh? I can imagine that before you wouldn't have hesitated to use everything Capucine told you in your paper. Your fake dates with boys from school aren't very passionate either. I don't see what it would bring to the paper. Let's just say that it's no one's business. Is that all you had to say to me? Actually, no. Speaking of the paper, how come there hasn't been a new issue? I had other stuff on my mind. Can I go to class now? Yes, sure. Peggy can say what she wants about my supposed uninteresting private life. I'm sure that being punished really calmed her down.
Okay, so the next person I ran into was Amber, which isn't that shocking, but it was the dialogue that shocked me. I couldn't believe what she was telling me. I might be over-exaggerating a bit, but you keep watching and tell me that this isn't crazy.
I see that you aren't close to being finished with your little charade.
Oh no, maybe she understood the letter was a joke and she thinks I did it. Amber, it's not what you think.
Whatever. Spare me your whining. I understand. You and my brother are close.
What?
Stop trying to act stupider than you are. I'm telling you. He preferred to go buy his cat with you than with me, so I think it's pretty clear.
I wasn't expecting that.
He can make his own choices, and I can't do anything about that. But I'm warning you, you'd better not hurt him.
That wasn't my intention.
Because if you do, I swear, tearing up your homework won't even compare to what I could do to you.
Listen, it's true that I like Nathaniel, but we aren't going out together. Oh, yes, you are. Just kidding.
I'm warning you, just in case. Now move, I have things to do.
Okay. I mean, can you believe this? Amber just gave you her blessing. I mean, she's like cool with you dating her brother or not. That's insane. I love that.
Oh, I was just looking for you.
Me too. I wanted to get an update about your kitten.
I figured. Well, I decided on a first name. I named it White.
It's very pretty.
She is still so affectionate. However, she scratches with her claws everywhere. She is such a rascal.
Well, then you must have work to do.
Yes, but it's more joy than anything else. She is so cute.
I'm a bit jealous.
You can always ask your parents. You never know.
I'll see.
And we can go back to the pet shop together. Well, if you want.
He's so cute. We aren't there yet. My parents have never wanted a pet at the house.
Keep me posted.
Yes, of course. I can leave the school now. With all these trips to the pet shop, I really want to ask my parents if I can adopt a pet too. I'll have to be convincing. It won't be easy. I was thinking about how to bring up the topic of having a pet when my parents knocked at my door. Come in! Hi, honey. Hi.
Did you have a nice day?
Yep. We are going to eat soon. Are you coming? Wait, I would like to ask you something beforehand.
What's that?
You know that I've been several times to the pet shop recently.
Yes.
Oh man, seeing his face, I'm not off to a very good start. I think that I'm old enough now to take care of a pet, and, I would like to adopt a cat.
You already know how we feel about that, Elvira.
A cat has a lot of inconveniences. It scratches up the furniture, it climbs on everything.
I never understood people who let their cat climb on the kitchen table or the counters. It's not clean, and I'm not even talking about the odors from the litter box.
You just have to train it. Who would have the time to do that? You are in school all day and your dad and I work. But if I...
Don't insist, the answer is no.
You can do as you like when you are independent.
For now, we make the rules and we don't want an animal in this house.
I barely had the time to say anything. My parents didn't seem flexible in the decision at all. I continued to talk about the topic for several days, but it didn't change anything. Too bad. At least I tried. In any case, the visits to the pet shop didn't help me to concentrate better in class. I really have to get back on track.
The principal made an announcement.
Shoot, I'm too late. What did she say?
I don't know. I was drawing in her room and I didn't hear her very well. I hope that it won't be too difficult to wrap my little finger around them.
I hope that they'll be competent. We weren't spoiled with the arrival of the last one.
Are you joking? The most important thing is that they don't give us any work.
I wonder what they are talking about. Oops, Amber saw me.
What are you looking at? Get out of here and find your friends.
Always so likable. Wow, what's this gathering? The boys are talking to each other.
Oh, Elvira, you'll never guess what we did this weekend.
We? The four of you got together?
We all heard about Nathaniel's new cat, so that gave us ideas. They all wanted to go to the pet shop.
Admit that you enjoyed coming with us, Alexei. And, as I was the only one who knew how to get there, I offered to show them.
It was great. Thanks to you, I found Rocket.
Rocket?
My new ferret.
And I adopted Cookie.
I looked at him, quizzically.
It's a puppy. I had to ask my parents for permission, but my dad thought it was a good idea for me to take on more responsibilities.
That's crazy, you all have pets now. Now I feel even more frustrated about not being able to have one.
No, not me. That's out of the question that I take care of a ferret. It's probably the stinkiest animal ever. Your nose is too sensitive, little bro.
Yeah, he doesn't smell very good. White is already using the litter box.
Hey, don't brag, Mr. Student Council President. We should organize a meeting between the two of them. I can already imagine the combat. The White Queen versus Rocket. I'm sure he would win.
The White Queen?
Your cat, White, makes me think of the White Queen, meaning Emma Frost. X-Men, does that mean anything to you?
No, not really, sorry.
It should. I'll lend you 1 or 2 comics if you want.
With pleasure.
It's nice to see Nathaniel bonding with the others. All these changes have really done him some good. Hey Elvira, did you hear the news? What's going on?
A new teacher has arrived at school.
Oh yeah? Really?
According to the principal, it's a new science teacher. It's weird that we didn't know about them earlier. This is the type of information that Peggy would have liked to announce first.
I don't think she has the heart to play journalist right now. A new teacher. They might be able to help me pay more attention in class, for once. And that is the end of episode 24. I've already played through episode 25 once just to get a feel for it, and it's actually surprisingly a very short episode. So I should be able to finish it quicker than I did with 23 and 24. And if I do get it out, it might be my last walkthrough because I'm going to be leaving for basic training very, very soon. So I'm not going to be able to get to episode 26 if it does come out before I leave. But when I get back, I'll try to make another walkthrough. See ya!